Hello, my darling Coco Pups. Do you see the back of that truck, my darlings? There is a bird. 3 days, that bird has been looking at itself in the back of the truck. There's actually two of them. Look. And then he pokes at his reflection. He's completely obsessed. It's all day. Can you hear it clicking? The poor person that owns that truck parked it for 3 days here, which is illegal, so maybe he deserves it. Let's see if we can get a little closer. Look at him. Oh, there he goes. And then you can see. Oh, he's so cute. But look at the mess he's made on the back of this truck. Look at all of that shit. That's 3 days worth of shit. All over this nice truck. I guess I should. Look at that. Oh my God. It's like the inside of my brain. Craziness and full of shit. These birds have got a lot to... Oh, look, they're up here. There's one, and there's the other one. Come on, get back to work on this truck. As soon as I walk away, they'll fly back. Oh, he just took a shit. There they go. What is that about? Do you know I could... my problem is I could pull up a chair here and watch this the whole day. So... Oh. Poor things. Okay. You're probably wondering, what the hell am I looking at? This is my lantana plant. Of course, it's not flowering yet, but I did want to tell you that I'm so happy it's looking so green already. Because every year this grows into a big bush, but I cut it back every year to like 2 sticks. And every year Raphael gets mad at me and thinks, you cut it back too far. And once again, I'm right, and here it is already flourishing, and it's going to grow up to be a big, beautiful bush with beautiful orange and red flowers. But that reminds me of my youth. We had in our backyard a mimosa tree and a weeping willow, and every year my father would cut them back, and my mother would cry and accuse him of killing the trees. And he would say, you say this every year. I cut them back every year. She goes, oh, but this year you went too far. You killed my trees. And, of course, they would come back and be gorgeous. So now I have Raphael that does that to me every year. And then I have to remind him, look how beautiful. So I'm just reminding you, you need to prune. In order to flourish, you need to prune. Look at this, sweetie. Come on. Where you going? You know I got a treat for you, don't you? Come here. Look at you. Look at you. I'm going to leave it here for you, sweetheart. Come here. No, I'm going to put it here. Oh, look at him. Her. I don't know what you are. In my world, it doesn't matter, sweetie. Come get your treat. I don't usually give wild animals treats. I just, but these are nuts. Look, you can't figure out how to get down. Come on, girlfriend. Come on, you're in my yard all the time digging up my potted plants. Oh yeah, get that scratch, that itch. Oh, it's definitely a male. I just saw his big ball sack. All right, come on. Get down here. I'm going to walk away so you feel safer. You know you don't have to worry with me. Oh, I almost fell in the damn pool. All right. Come on. Come on. Cutie. I'm going to put some up here so you see them. Come here. Oh, fuck. There we go. Now you can see it. Go for it. Oh, look at it. You were so cute eating You deserve that treat because you bring me joy. I love you. You know your Aunt Coco loves you. All right, my darlings. That's my squirrel. Hello, my darlings. I'm in my yard observing this bee just working away. Now, usually there's two bees. My bees, I call them. And I check on them every day just to see how they're doing. They're working away out here on this beautiful plant that was, it's actually comes from that thing down there. And it grew this gorgeous flower. First time this year. I just love it. Anyway, look at that bee working away. I can't tell you how much joy this bee brings me. Because I look at this bee. I love bees, first of all. And this bee is just, when I look at it, I go, you're making me honey. That's what, you're making me my honey. And I do love honey. You know, I look at him, oh, okay. I'm not afraid of the bee. Wasps, that's another whole story. Don't like wasps. And don't get me started on flies. And some flies bite, by the way. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm talking about my lovely bees here working away on this gorgeous flower, whatever it is. I don't know. It's probably a fucking weed. But they make me honey, and I love my honey. Now, I did not like honey growing up. Hated honey. Because my mother, when I was sick, she used to make me drink hot toddies. Which, oh, see, there's the other bee. Yeah, now they're both here. And the hot toddies I hated because it was tea, cloves, honey. What else was it? And there was something else. And a shot of whiskey. I know there was whiskey in it. That's what I hated. And I don't think it really helped the child to drink a hot toddy. I think that was really meant for the parents, because it would just knock you out, basically, so that the parents could get a good night's sleep. But I always associated honey with the hot toddy. Now, no, I love honey. I could eat honey on anything. And so these bees really resonate with me, because I just think they're busy making me a delicious, healthy treat. Look at my bees. It's 8:35 perhaps in the morning, and I'm back to look at my birds. Day number 4. Oh, now he's being rude. He was just there and he flew away. But boy, that fucking mockingbird's got a lot to say this morning. Oh, there he is. Now he's doing... There he is. Do you hear the tapping? Don't fly away. Oh, now you're gonna fly away. Oh my god, there's a neighbor looking at me like I'm fucking nuts. Which I think I am. Hello, my darling Cocoa Puffs. I'm here in my garden with the first rose that opened up this season. You know, like my lantana, I chopped these motherfuckers back. And let me tell you something, roses, they're not easy. I often have a very love-hate relationship. But right now, I'm loving this rose, which I've named Betty. Say, hey, Betty. Oh, she hears you, kids. Anyway, isn't she just absolutely friggin' gorgeous? I come out here and I smell the roses. I love you, Betty. Look at how cute you are. You love me. You know I'm gonna feed you, that's why. But even before I fed the squirrel, it just loved me. Is that not the sweetest little creature? Oh, I love them. Look at the pretty little claws. Holding on for dear life like the rest of us. Mwah. Ooh, you found more. I was very generous today. I'm in a generous mood, darling. That's why you got so many pecans. Look at you. All right. No, I'm not giving you any more. Yes, I love you. Okay. Bye-bye. Hello, my darling Cocoa Puffs. It's day number 5. And the bird, you may have just seen, She's down there. She's trying to ignore me because I'm interrupting whatever he or she is doing. There she goes. Oh, I love it. You know, this car has been illegally parked here now for 2 days. I think it's allowed to park 3 days, so we're going on the 5th day that I noticed this van and the bird. And I just feel like Cinderella with my birds, you know, rather than the other kind of Cinderella. The one whose birds don't dress her. My birds shit on a legal cause. You can't ask for more. That's the kind of princess I am. Shit away, bird. Shit away. Darlings, look at that. I thought I'd give you an update on my gorgeous Maya's lemon tree. She's delivering already. But I just wish you were here with me. I wish you were here with me because look at these blooms. Are they not gorgeous? And I wish you could smell the aroma. I wish you could smell the smells. That's what I call aromas nowadays, the smells. Because my friend Michael, my manager, he was in a store one day and these two women were shopping together and one of them started to walk towards the fragrance department and she said to her girlfriend, I'm gonna go take a look at the smells. So that's what I call things now, the smells. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Breathe in, breathe out. Oh, it's so sweet. Like my Cocoa Puffs. Some of you, anyway. There you go, right into my rose bushes where I usually find you digging them up. Huh? Come here. Come here. There you go. Stop jumping like an idiot. Come on, sweetie. Oh, yeah. Yes. You're my little friend. I haven't seen anybody for like, what is it, a year and a month? So, you know, you make do. You can't invite friends over for dinner. You invite the squirrel. That's what I do. All right. Just the sweetest. Hello, my darling Cocoa Puffs. Look, my bird's still over there, doing what it needs to do, pecking and shitting. Oh, it just pleases me. I think this is, what, the 6th, 7th day this car is illegally parked here. So, and I also wanted to acknowledge that some of you have said how much you enjoy the way I say the word shit. And you know, of all the things I've done in my life, all the accomplishments, I find that very satisfying. That you enjoy the way I say the word shit. Shit. But right now, let's bring our attention back to my little bird over there. And I mentioned that I feel like a Cinderella, you know, where my birds do what they need to do because I've asked them. And I feel like I need a Disney song now, you know, my little princess song. And it's going to be called Pecking and Shitting. Or Shitting and Pecking. Either way, it's a win-win. What you see before you was a dandelion. Of course, you already know that. But when I was young, one of my jobs, I worked on weekends at this couple's house. And I did various little jobs, usually outdoors, which I hated. But one of the things that I had to do was scour their lawn and dig up dandelions. Do you realize how deep their roots go, first of all? But I just hated dandelions. And yet, here's what's so funny to me. Our neighbor, an old Italian man named Mr. Maritato, he used to come over to our yard and dig up dandelions because he ate them. Something beautiful about that. What was one family's weed was another gentleman's food. I should have brought Mr. Maritato over to work with me. you know? I wasn't thinking right back then. Oh well. To this day, I hate dandelions. And I never got the recipe. Maybe I'd learn to love them. My darling Cocoa Puffs, I really don't think there's anything left to say. Except that my birds are ruthless. And I approve. My darlings, you're not going to believe what just happened to me. I'm making this gorgeous cup of black tea. When all of a sudden I noticed on the counter a crumb. So I picked up the crumb and I threw it in the sink. And then it was still stuck to me. And I tried again and it disappeared. Then I go and squeeze my tea bag. And I pull the tea bag up out of the thing. It didn't have a string on it. It's one of those like round tea bags. I pull it up and I squeeze it with my tea bag squeezer. And that's when I saw that what was on my finger earlier was a spider, and it was still on my finger, but it had crawled onto the tea bag. And in the moment that it all happened so fast. Basically, I murdered the spider. I squeezed the tea bag just as the spider leaped onto the tea bag, and I ended up squeezing the spider into my tea. My tea is full of probably spider guts. I'm still going to drink it. I'm not wasting this gorgeous cup of tea. But if I start shooting webs out of my asshole, you'll know what happened. There's my little bird taking a break from pecking at this van that has been parked here for, I think, we're going on 2 weeks now, kids. But a little birdie's taking a little break from the pecking and the shitting. And quite honestly, I think I'd like to train my bird to start using a hammer. Or a key. In the very least, key this car. Anyway, you enjoy your little break, sweetheart. You're working so hard. And I want you to know your Aunt Coco deeply appreciates all the pecking and shitting you've done on this van for, I think we're going on 2 weeks, darling. All right. My darling Cocoa Puffs, I introduced you to my other rose, Betty. Now, I have 2 more that have shown up. I like to call them Dawn and Zebby. And of course, you need to hit that with the hard D. They're twins. Aren't they just delightful? Oh my God, what are you, fucking kidding me or what? Anyway, I look at the beauty here, the natural beauty, and I think of that Pet Shop Boys song called I Wouldn't Normally Do This Kind of Thing. And one of the lyrics is, I feel like taking all my clothes off and dancing to the rite of spring. And I normally wouldn't do this kind of thing. That's what I feel like doing. The only thing is, in my case, it's actually what I like to do normally. And another lyric in that song, which I absolutely love, now that I'm thinking of the song, is they tell me that I'm crazy, and I tell them that it's true. Oh, my darling. Here's to being crazy, roses, and taking all our clothes off and dancing to the rite of spring. Sorry about the fucking noise in the background, but neighbors are doing things. You know, they need to do their things. All right. Say hey, Dawn and Zebby. Mwah. Fucking gorgeous. Hello, my darlings. A little cloudy today, but that has not stopped my birds from pecking and shitting. Look at him. Just doing what he needs to do. Hi, darling. Oh, I feel like a Disney princess that needs a song called Pecking and Shitting. Shitting and pecking, either way, it's a win-win. Hello, my darling Cocoa Puffs. I'm here in my backyard visiting my plant. And there is a little animal nearby. I can hear it moving around. It's either a small bird or I'm hoping it's a lizard. I love my little lizard friends. Anyway, is this plant not gorgeous? And let me just tell you something. I've had this plant for now a few years, and I was going to rip it out because it kind of didn't fit the space where I'd put it, but then I let it be. And I'm so happy that I did, because look at these flowers, and they smell like a jasmine. But I did want to say, like, you know how you have a plant and it's just there, and then I happened to look out the window today, and she bloomed. She said overnight, you know what, bitches, today's the day. And she bloomed for me. She is absolutely stunning. And here's the thing. These blooms only last for a little while, and then she's done. Then she's done with it. She's like, no more. And it's kind of the reason I almost ripped it out too, because I thought like at least a few months, maybe. But no, she blossoms, and then she's done. And I think it's from Brazil. I think when I bought this, they said it's from Brazil. What the hell do I know? I don't care where it's from, as long as it brings me joy. And she just brings me so much joy. But what should we name her? I'm thinking Astrid Gilberto, after the wonderful, famous singer from Brazil who sang Girl from Ipanema, who I happened to meet at Liza Minnelli's house in New York City. Oh, did I just drop names? You better believe I did. Thrilling, and I don't take it for granted. And I've gotten to meet such extraordinary people. So I'm naming her Astrid. Astrid Gilberto. Miss Astrid. Oh, my darlings. And you hear the bird in the background? She's got a lot to say about this, too. All right, I love you all, and I can't wait to see you. Bye. Where the hell is that lizard? You see him? No. Being very still now, trying to make a lawyer out of me. Hello, my darling Cocoa Puffs. I'm out here in front of my house. There's the van, still parked there. It's been, months now? And but the birds have moved on. The birds have moved on, and I'm happy for them. But that's not the reason I'm out here. I'm here because I have called the city 4 times to report this tree here that I love. I love my tree, but parts of it have died. And here, look at this. Would you look at that? I'm probably standing here in another big chunk of it. At least 4 of these have fallen out of this tree. They've refused to come and cut it, the dead parts out. So they keep falling, nearly killing people. I mean, not that that's a problem, but you know. I'd hate to have it happen on my property, is what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just beside myself. I called 311 again today to tell them you need to come cut this tree down, because one time I reported the tree, they refused to do it, so I paid $500. A month later, they came and cut all the trees on my street. I wasted $500 friggin' dollars. I'm not doing it again. I told the woman today on 311, I said, if someone gets killed, it's not my fault, it's the city's fault. Anyway, I love my tree. I wish they'd come chop out the dead stuff. Look at the birds, they're out of control. But by the way, do you see that little hole up there in that tree? That's where the birds live now. I think they moved on from the car, and they're living in this tree. Aw, my birds. But really, come on, back to this. Enough is enough. Anyway, all right, I love you all, and I thought you'd maybe appreciate that I had to call 311. I call about everything, you know. And that fucking thing. My little friends is visiting my lemon tree. He better not run away. Oh, he's the sweetest. Here he is. Hi, sweetheart. Look at you up there with your happy tail. Hi, baby. Yes. Oh, he's so cute. He makes a mess of my potted plants because he buries things in them and then digs them up and throws dirt all over my yard. But oh, who cares when you got that face? Look at you. You can't even see his face, but look how sweet he is. Look, he's not afraid of me. Yeah, sometimes I think animals, they just know. They know who the good people are. They know who the rotten people are. Right, sweetie? Who are you talking to me today? Where's your face? Hi, baby. Aw. All right, I'll leave you alone now. Your Aunt Coco loves you. Hello, my darling Cocoa Puffs. I'm being very quiet. Do you see this precious little lizard right in front of my house? He was right in my walkway, and then he got scared when he saw me coming here, and I said, "Oh, darling, you have nothing to be scared about. It's me, your girlfriend, Coco Peru." And look, now he's just sitting there. So, oh, he's gorgeous. Look at the design on him. I have such special little friends here in my neighborhood. Although I have to say this plant's not doing very well. I gotta water that. Oh, but all right, darling. I'm sorry. I got a little too noisy for you, sweetie, right? All right. Well, you have a good day. I'm gonna go back inside now and finish making my cup of tea. My darling Cocoa Puffs, I just wish you were here and you could smell her. It breaks my heart that you can't smell her. I want you to just breathe in deeply and take it all in. Oh dear. Oh, my darling Cocoa Puffs. I woke up this morning, was having my delicious coffee, and I looked out the door and I saw something, from afar, and I thought, oh no. And sure enough, I witnessed something yesterday, and this is proof that the crow or raven, I couldn't tell from afar, had in fact won. Here's the other little piece of the egg. There was a crow back here yesterday trying to get at the eggs in a nest of mockingbirds. And these mockingbirds, they did everything they could to protect their nests. And in fact, at one point, they hit the raven, so the raven fell backwards out of a tree. And I love ravens and crows, I really do. But these little mockingbirds, they did their best to defend the nest. But in the end, obviously, the crow got one of the eggs. Circle of life. Oh well. And then the crow must have eaten very well, because then it apparently felt the need to take a shit on my little deck here. That's no little shit either, let me tell you. That's a pretty big shit. Anyway. Oh well, there we go. I guess it happens.